Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to PMDC online lecture room. Students, we will discuss grade first year chemistry chapter number 6, and the topic that we are going to discuss is anisotropy, allotropy, unit cells. The contents of the today's topic are anisotropy, examples of anisotropy, isomorphism and its examples, polymorphism and its examples, allotropy with examples. First of all, anisotropy. Anisotropy is a property of materials that is direction dependent. It means that in a material, for example in a single crystal, the values of physical and mechanical properties such as refractive index, electrical and thermal conductivities, compressibility, etc. are different when measured in different directions and axes. This property of substance which shows different intensities, for example magnitude of physical properties in different direction, is called anisotropy. The substances which show this property are called anisotropic, and such properties are called anisotropic properties. Now, as we know that crystalline substances are anisotropic and the magnitude of a physical property varies with direction. It is because of regular and well-ordered arrangement of the constituent particles. We can say, or we can take an example. If in a crystal of a silver iodide the coefficient of thermal expansion is positive and in one direction and is negative in the another. Similarly, electrical conductivities of graphite is greater. Now, anisotropic electrical conductivity. Now to discuss anisotropic electrical conductivity. So in metals, the conductivity occurs by transport of delocalized electrons through the crystalline lattice under the influence of an applied electric field. The conductivity is limited by scattering of electrons. Because of the high symmetry in cubic metals, the overall drift velocity is parallel to the electric field in hexagonally closed packed metals. The nature of the symmetry in the crystalline array allows the conductivity to be anisotropic. Examples of anisotropy. Graphite consists of layered planes of carbon atoms. The layers are stacked above one another in a sphered one fashion, the spacing between the layers being about 2.3 times the distance between the adjacent carbon atoms in a layer. Now you can say here that atoms in one layer are stacked above one another. This is a stack of layers. These are about 2.5 times the distance between adjacent carbon atoms. These are carbon. These dots are carbons and their distance will be 2.3 times the distance between the adjacent carbon atoms. The hexagonal carbon rings provide the delocalized electrons, allowing easy conduction within the planes. Conduction is very much less perpendicular to the planes. For example, around 3 order of magnitude will be smaller. This is highly anisotropic behavior of this graphite. The next one is isomorphism. The phenomena of displaying similarities or similarity of crystalline form is called isomorphism. Such substances are called isomorphs or isomorphs to each other. Or we can also define it as there are certain substances which are similar in shape. Two or more different crystalline substances have the same crystalline shapes are called amorphs of each other, and this phenomena is called isomorphism. Now, characteristics of amorphous substances. The first one is close similarity in the crystalline form of substance, usually containing different elements but having similar composition. The next one is the crystals of isomorph substances have the same shape. They can form mixed crystals of each other. The formula units of different isomorphs have usually the same atomic ratio. Examples of isomorphism. The physical and chemical properties of isomorphism are quite different from each other as they are totally different compounds of different nature. The first example is ferrous sulfate, formula FeSO4.7H2O, and magnesium sulfate MgSO4.7H2O. And the below are different other crystalline forms possessing different ratios, and these are isomorphs of each other. Polymorphism. Polymorphism is a common phenomenon of crystalline material. It describes the ability of a substance to exist as two or more crystalline phases that have different arrangement of molecules in the solid state, but are otherwise identical in terms of chemical content. Or we can also define it as the occurrence of the same crystalline substance in more than one crystalline form under different conditions is known as polymorphism. It should be noted that arrangement here includes also their conformations even if the packing is similar. If two crystals just differ in terms of the molecular conformation adopted, then they are polymorphic. Polymorphism can potentially be found in any crystalline material, including polymers, minerals, and metals, and is related to allotropy, which refers to chemical elements. Allotropy. The term allotropy refers to one or more forms of chemical element that occur in the same physical state. The ability for elements to exist in this way is called allotrophism. Or we can also define it as the occurrence of an element in different forms is called allotropy. These various physical forms are called allotropes or allotropic forms. Explanation includes allotropes may display very different chemical and physical properties. For example, graphite and diamond are both allotropes of carbon that occur in a solid state. Graphite is soft while diamond is extremely hard. Allotropes of phosphorus display different colors such as red, yellow, and white. Elements may change allotropes in response to changes in pressure, temperature, and exposure to light. Examples of allotropes: carbon example in diamond. The carbon atoms are bonded to form a tetrahedral lattice. In graphite, the atoms bond to form a sheet of a hexagonal lattice. Other examples are other allotropes of carbon include graphene and fluorines. O2 and ozone O3 are allotropes of oxygen. These allotropes continue in different phases, including the gas, liquid, and solid state. Phosphorus has several solid allotropes. Unlike the oxygen allotropes, all phosphorus allotropes form the same liquid state. The next is crystal lattice or unit cell. The simplest repeating unit in a crystal is called a unit cell. Each unit cell is defined in terms of lattice points, the points in space about which the particles are free to vibrate in a crystal, The unit cell consists of lattice points that represent the location of atoms or ions. The entire structure then consists of this unit cell repeating in three directions. Here these are lattice points. And this whole we are called that this is a unit cell. If this is NaCl structure, so this is one unit cell, this one is another, and the back one is the another unit cell. Dimensions of the unit cell. The dimensions of a unit cell are described by the lengths of three axes A, B and C. This one is A, this one is B and this one is C. These are the lengths. The next is and the three interfacial angles alpha, beta and gamma. This one is alpha, this one is beta and this one is gamma. These are the interfacial angles. The main principles defining the lattice is that each lattice point must be in identical environment as any other lattice point, and that the individual blocks in the lattice must have the smallest volume possible. Examples of unit cell. NaCl is example of cubic arrangement in which all edges lengths are equal, such as A is equal to B is equal to C, and the interfacial angles are also equals that are equal to 90 degree, such as alpha plus beta plus gamma. This is CaCl, this is NaCl, this is zinc blende, cubic ZnS. The 6 parameters of the unit cell include cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, hexagonal, rhombohedral and triclinic. It have different edge length, angles and their examples are also mentioned. Types of cubic lattice. There are 3 types. The first one is simple cubic unit cell. This arrangement is called simple cubic structure and the unit cell is called the simple cubic unit cell or primitive cubic unit cell. In a simple cubic lattice, the unit cell that repeats in all directions in a cube defined by the center of 8 atoms. Atoms adjacent contact each other, so the edge length of this cell is equal to 2 atomic radii or 1 atomic diameter. Or we can also define this as in this type of cubic lattice, the points are only at the corners of each unit cell. Just like here, these are the points which are at the corner of this unit cell. These are the lattice points. The next one is body-centered cubic unit cell. The body-centered unit cell is the simplest repeating unit in the body-centered cubic structure. Once again, there are 8 identical particles on 8 corners of the unit cell. However, this time there is 9th identical particle in the center of the body of the unit cell. Or we can also say that in the body-centered cubic lattice, each unit cell has one point at the corner of the cube in direction to the points at the corners. Here is this point which is present in the corner. Face-centered cubic unit cell. The face-centered cubic unit cell also starts with identical particles on the 8 corners of the cube, or we can also say that they have one point at each of the 6 faces of the cube in addition to the points at the corners. So maximum space is occupied by the particles in this case. But this structure also contains the same particles in the center of 6 faces. These are one particle, the back one, this is front one, this is the side one, and this one is also present on the side one. On each side of this cube will present a particle. So total 14 identical lattice points are present. The face-centered cubic unit cell is simplest repeating unit in a cubic closest packed structure. Here are multiple choice questions you have to solve by your own and at your homes. Thanks for watching video.